Hi, I'm Hallie, and welcome to Project Str-Eng. Lots of questions surround the structures in our world, such as who made them, how they made them, and why they made them. And Project Str-Eng is our attempt to find these answers through understanding structural engineering. In this episode, we're trying to understand building codes. But first, let's talk about history. The concept of code stretches all the way back in history to cave paintings, ancient Egypt, and all the way today to the little symbols they put beside gluten-free items on a menu. For centuries, it has helped us develop an understanding of the rules of society, instructions for how things are done, or what to be wary of when embarking on a task or journey. Today, engineers use something called building codes. But where did we get the idea to start writing this stuff down? Well, it all stretches back to ancient Babylon. During the reign of Hammurabi in 1792 to 1750 BCE. During his reign, he and his fellow commanders decided to write down all the laws, codes, and legal decisions they made during this time. As nobody had ever done this before, and he believed that in order to build up society, you would have to begin recording the rules so they could not be misunderstood. While his code covered many areas of social and structural life, several laws pertain to the built environment in what is known as engineering. For example, Code 229 was, if a builder builds a house for someone and does not construct it properly, and the house in which he built falls and kills its owner, that builder shall be put to death. Though a little extreme for today's day and age, the ethos remains the same. If an engineer fails to do their job properly, there will be consequences for their malpractice or ignorance. Thus then eventually came the decision to start writing down the restrictions and codes to building each specific type of structure. That way, no engineer can say that they weren't aware of what to do. It was all written down for them. So, next time you're building a bridge, think of Hammurabi. Does this follow the technical provisions for structural design requirements? Or will I be put to death? Now it's time for the interview.
Dude, this is like an interview.
It is an interview.
It's close enough.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So, Julian, what are engineering codes?
What are engineering codes?
Yeah.
All right, so they're codes used by engineers to design structures and everything else. Okay, so essentially, if you take a look outside, right, everything that's stationary and man-made are probably built using codes. It's more structural things that's built using codes, like houses, streets. It can be from that building there to that light post. And you might think, okay, if something's really small, you don't need codes to build them, but you're actually wrong if you think that way, and you're stupid. For example, you think that light post is not important, but imagine a car going down from the highway, going 80 miles per hour, and there's a gust of wind hits the pole, but the pole is not designed for the wind load, and it collapses and it falls onto the car that's going that fast. What do you think will happen?
Death.
Yes, bad things. I could get home late that day.
Bruh.
Yeah.
You'd be late for dinner.
Yeah, there could be a traffic jam. Yeah, that's why it's important to have things designed using codes.
How do we use engineering codes in our everyday life?
I wouldn't say use them in like everyday life, because like an everyday person would never use codes to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you wouldn't read them for fun. They're very expensive. Like each code is probably like $1,000. If you look here, this package of a Canadian highway bridge design costs $640. I mean, you wouldn't read this for fun. Right, it's quite expensive because codes, technically there are successes, failures, and experiences that's gathered by engineers over centuries, essentially. It's like a combined knowledge. So if you design something that's not regulated by the code, or like the code says it wouldn't work, then likely there's a pretty good reason why it doesn't work.
And how do we use engineering codes in structural engineering?
So whenever you design anything, you need to make sure that all the design checks pass using the codes. Okay, so normally codes, they come in like PDF forms. You can find them online. But in other cases, you can buy codes such as this one's in a shop. So this is the Handbook of Steel Construction. So if you just open to a random page, right here, I know what this is. Okay, so here, you can find tables like this, where they give you all the details of like beams and beams.
Do you have any more things you want to answer?
No.
Oh.
I know you were nervous, Julian, but you did a great job. Very insightful. Right, everybody?
Yes! It was amazing.
Good job. Wait, Julian, how did you you get there? So basically, building code, aka building control or building regulations, is a set of rules that specify the standards for constructed objects such as buildings or other structures. Buildings must conform to the code to obtain planning permission. The purpose of the building code is to provide minimum standards for safety, health, and general welfare, including structural integrity. Building code sets out technical provisions for structural design requirements, such as specified load. Does your brain feel bigger after this? I know mine does. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button on your way out. And as always, enjoy the process.
My name is actually in it. Right here, look.
Oh, the author.
Yeah.
Wow. Why would you steal Daniel's book?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're worth like $640, so
Yeah.
I can see why you want to steal them.
A friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a friend is kind of like,
Coworker.
Yeah.
An acquaintance.
yeah.